Okay, we have a Veterans Hall of Fame today.
Which is?
We have veterans from throughout the state that various state senators have nominated from their district to be honored in our Hall of Fame. We have Carl Rohde coming up from our district, who's a Vietnam veteran, and we have a bunch of other vets that we're honoring. Myself, Senator Skelos are putting it together, and all the individual senators are going to be able to bring up their New York's heroes.
Carl Rohde. He's our hero from the 40th District. And we're very pleased today to have Carl up here to receive his incredible award from Senator Ball and the leadership in the Senate. It's well deserving of a wonderful veteran who put his life on the line for this incredible country. And we thank Carl and his family and all of his comrades for saving this country.
Today is Flag Day, and we honor the symbol of freedom. Freedom to worship as we please, to speak as we please, and to vote as we please. Today, we are honoring the hardworking men and women who have made this day possible. The men and women who have made this the greatest and most successful country that the world has ever known. We're honoring the veteran men and women of New York State who have sacrificed their time, their effort, their lives, to give us the freedom so many around the world crave. We're honoring New York veterans who fought with regiments in the great battles of the Civil War. New York veterans have fought in Cuba at the Battle of San Juan Hill, with troops in the Philippines during the Spanish-American War, in both World War I and World War II. Those were the last wars in which regiments were formed with soldiers that were all from the same state. Today, we honor veterans in New York State who battled in so many military conflicts worldwide. The Korean War, Vietnam War, Bay of Pigs invasion, Grenada, U.S. invasion of Panama, Persian Gulf War, invasion of Afghanistan, and invasion of Iraq. Today, we honor all of you and your families for making the greatest sacrifices of your country and in helping to make New York State the proudest state in the Union.
I'd like to welcome you to the 2011 Veterans Hall of Fame celebration. Each year, the Senate honors New York State veterans who have made our country safer and our lives better. Today, we celebrate these men and women who have risked their lives so we can enjoy ours. I feel very proud to be here today. I'd like to take a moment to say that it doesn't matter how, as individuals, we may feel about the war in Iraq or Vietnam or other past wars that many have fought in, many who are here today. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican, if you live upstate or downstate. What matters is that we honor and show our gratitude to the brave individuals whom we call New York's veterans. What matters is that these men and women are all united in one common principle, that whether you served in combat or whether you served in a support role, each veteran who is here today raised their right hand and was willing to fight and die for our way of life in this nation. And to this day, when we have 1% of the population that carries the rest of us on our backs with an all-volunteer force, there's no greater thing that we can do than to pay tribute to our veterans and our active duty military personnel. It's now my honor introducing the 2011 Veterans Hall of Fame honorees who literally cut the path for American democracy. So when I read the name, if the veteran on the center can come up. Okay. From Senator Bonasich's district, Charles Eustace. Charles is a T5 corporal in the United States Army. Corporal Eustace served in World War II. Congratulations. From Senator Breslin's district, we have Charlie Johnson. Charlie Johnson was a colonel in the United States Army. Colonel Johnson served at West Point, United States Military Academy. Congratulations, Colonel Johnson. From Senator DeFrancesco's district, Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy was a sergeant major in the United States Army, Sergeant Major Murphy served in both the Vietnam War and Desert Storm. This honor is being presented posthumously to his family. Congratulations to his family. From Senator Dillon's district, Pete Leon, an E5 Sergeant in the United States Army. Congratulations. Espiots District, Merlin German. Merlin was a sergeant in the United States Marine Corps. Sergeant German served in the Iraq War. This honor is being presented posthumously to his family as well. Congratulations to the family. From Senator Flanagan's district, William Beatty as a corporal in the United States Army. Corporal Beatty served in the Korean War. Congratulations. From Senator Johnson's district, we have John DiGilio, Jr., a general in the United States Army National Guard. General DiGilio served in the Vietnam War. Congratulations, General. And from Senator Klein's district, we have Eugene Bryant, Sergeant in the United States Army. Sergeant Bryant served 2 tours in the Vietnam War. Congratulations, Sergeant Bryant. Once again, the majority leader, and to all the veterans who are here today and to your families, please know that from the bottom of our hearts, and I know I join all the senators who are here, and most certainly the majority leader, that we know the supreme sacrifice that many make, we know the continuing sacrifice that each of you make, and we know that it is less than 1% of the population that is cutting the path for American democracy all around the world. And let us never forget that American flag that many of you are wearing today, that is to my right today, that is on the shoulders of the American servicemen and women today, there's no need to be apologetic for that American flag. That American flag serves as hope and freedom to communities that we may never visit, to children that we may never meet, and on countries that many of us cannot pronounce, but it remains the greatest freedom, hope, and opportunity for the greatest nation that the world has ever known. God bless each and every one of you.
I'm standing here today with Carl Rohde, and Carl is Senator Ball's nominee to receive a wonderful award at our Veterans Hall of Fame today. Carl, tell us about your service in the military.
My service, I was in 1969. I left the United States for Vietnam. I served 1 year in Vietnam. Part of the tour was as infantry rifleman.
Right. And tell us about where you originally grew up and your family history.
I'm originally from Yorktown. I'm an only child. I grew up a pretty normal life, proud of my country. My father was a German immigrant that taught me what it was to respect this country, because he loved this country, and that's where I learned it from.
And tell us a little bit more about the branch of service that you served in.
I was in the United States Army. I went in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and from there I took my basic training and advanced infantry training.
And what was it like when you were finished with your service, when you came back home, and what was that transition like?
Well, we weren't welcomed very much. We had to take our uniforms off before we left the airports. We couldn't travel with our uniforms on because people would mock us and jeer us. We weren't welcomed home. So this is really nice, especially for Vietnam veterans, to be honored like this.
Well, welcome home, Carl, and congratulations on this incredible award. Congratulations. God bless you, and thank you for all of the service to our country.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I thank Senator Ball.
Thank you so much. We're here with Mary Ellen Odell, who is the Director of Government Affairs and Veteran Affairs for Senator Greg Ball. Mary Ellen, tell us about what you thought of this wonderful occasion.
Oh, it was a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. I'm just so honored to be in the presence of so many heroes, American heroes. You know, it was very emotional, you know. particularly, not only my good friend Carl Rohde, but to see the gentleman representing the Battle of the Bulge. I happened to be watching the Military Channel last night, and it's amazing that they're still here to tell us and remind us of that great effort, for democracy.
How long have you known Carl?
I've known Carl about 7 years. I met them when I brought the Gold Star Mother monument, the first national monument to Putnam County. And that was my first privilege to work with our veterans in Putnam County.
Sounds like he's an incredible leader back home in Putnam County.
He is. He's a wonderful man. Obviously, you met Mrs. Rohde. He's a devoted husband, father, grandfather, and he's just a terrific friend. And he represents what Putnam County really is all about. We have become the beacon of patriotism, and we love our veterans in Putnam County.
It's always an honor to be with the men and women who have served this country. Looking around at some of them today, what I did was nothing compared to what some of these men and women did. But I want to thank Senator Flanagan for nominating me and adding me into the Hall of Fame. And I want to thank the Long Island State Veterans Home for allowing me the privilege of serving with heroes from time gone by. I've been there now for 13 years, and I can't wait to get back to that. I've talked to men who are on D-Day. I spoke to men who were on Iwo Jima, and I remember as a young boy in World War II, remembering and reading about it. I know exactly where I was the day that D-Day started. So I just want to say thank the senators for allowing us to come back and show our appreciation for the great state of New York.
The honor comes to me, but of course it's in the name of all the people that have served their country. There are so many people in Senator Farley, and I'm sure a lot of the other senators' districts, which are much more deserving. There's no question about it. Heroes that never would come to the forefront. Don't want it to be known, and so consequently, I feel embarrassed to take it in one way, but I'm very proud to take it in the other way, because it's an honor. It's a lot of years of service to the veterans, and the ultimate thing of everything, of course, is when you receive an honor, you don't receive it for yourself, you receive it for everybody. And that's my feeling about it. Of course, yeah.
Well, thank you on behalf of our state and our country, and God bless you for your service to our country.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
He's been the leading voice in the Capital District, in my judgment, at the Saratoga National Veterans Cemetery. He's been a leader there, and I'm very proud of Jim Wilson, my nominee.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. My name is Jim Coleman. I'm the Chief of Staff for Senator Greg Ball.
Hi,
He's the
Jim.
chairman and led the entire wonderful ceremony that we had here today. He wanted to get a few comments from you on what you thought of this wonderful occasion and your wonderful award.
Oh, it's great to see everyone recognized, to see us all together as vets, and to know we gave a portion of our lives not only to military service, but to peaceful service in our communities. And I'm so proud of that.
We are very proud of you. We love you.
Thank you.
We appreciate what you've done for our country.
Oh, Jim, it's
You are the reason
great.
why we're all here, free because of the brave, and we appreciate your service. Senator Little, can you share a few comments on what you thought of this incredible ceremony?
I thought this was a great ceremony, and what we're doing is honoring the men and the women who have served our country, who have given part of their lives. Many of them have had their lives changed as a result of it, and it's just wonderful to have them here. I was also really impressed with the number of World War II veterans that we had in our midst. It's just heartwarming, and we can't thank them enough for their service and what they've done for our country. So very appropriate to do it on Flag Day, too, because these men wore the flag on their shoulder every day when they were in service.
Well, we also thank you for your service to our country
Thank
as
you.
well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.